Hey rogues! Welcome to the gallery. Happy Monday, I guess. I may appear slightly yellow today because I decided to wear my purple Streampunks shirt and the automated white balance will not show purple for some reason. It shows it as royal blue, and so I shut off automated white balance and adjusted it until the shirt looked correct. The rest of the lighting, this is not what it looks like in person. It does not look this yellow in person. I don't understand why white balance strips out purple and makes it look royal blue. I just don't understand. But I had to show the purple shirt as a purple shirt. So I get to be yellow today. Anyway. Someday I will figure that out. It may be that I just need to replace all of my lights so that they can all be set to the same color temperature and then it will work correctly. I don't know. This is a different camera than the one I was using before. The other one was a Logitech. The Logitech is notorious for having horrible white balance. This one apparently has the same white balance issue. So who knows? But whatever, we'll deal with it. I will continue wearing this shirt, and whenever I wear it, it will be purple. Because it's purple in reality. Today was the first day of the first week that we are all back physically in the library. Electronic photosensors is not fun. Lecture on photoelectric effects, redacted. Yeah, I mean, also there's the whole issue of that purple doesn't exist. According to scientific calculations, all of the other colors kind of do exist, but purple apparently doesn't. And it's just a matter of our perceptions of it, so that might be why computers can't deal with purple. I don't know. It's a thing. It's a real color. It exists. It's just a combination of other colors and doesn't have an actual mathematic number that... Anyway, not going to go off on a purple tangent. But, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, today was the first day of the first week that we are all required to be back on site at the library. Don't really want to scream too much. I am frustrated by the language that was used to communicate the message. But, I mean, we all knew that we were returning in person soonish anyway. This is just a little earlier than it had been anticipated. And oh joy! Oh joy! I'm attending a virtual conference this week. So absolutely have to be on site for that. Sorry. I'm a little sarcastic because I'm a little upset about just the tone in which it was communicated. Not that it was being done, just how it was communicated. But on top of that, luckily, oh joy, thankfully, we're in a really old building that has poor air circulation and horrible pipes and is just generally falling apart. And so there are some leaks on the second floor and the first floor that need to be repaired. And so tomorrow we will not have air conditioning from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. And that was told to us this afternoon. Normally we would have a little bit more notice of that, but it was either wait until next week when the temperatures are going to be hotter, or do it tomorrow when the temperatures are going to be kind of the coolest they've been for a while. So I understand the reasoning for why it's tomorrow, but I'm also really annoyed because the second day that all of us are back in the building, I get to spend the whole day boiling in my office. Your snark alarm is going off. Yes, I am super snarky. And the thing is, we've been told that we are not allowed to work off-site because we need to be in our office to show that we're back to normal operations. So, and to the point where we're supposed to kind of give prior advance notice if we're going to like go and work on something at a coffee shop for an hour or two, which is not normal pre-pandemic operations. Kira, you should not say things on the record here. But like, in a case like this, if this was pre-pandemic, I would just grab my laptop and go to one of like the student desks up in the Torgerson Bridge where they will have air conditioning. And because of the way all of this was communicated, I feel like I'm not allowed to do that. I probably am, but I feel like I'm not. And so just really generally frustrated with the whole rollout of this return to pre-pandemic operations. So anyway, attempts to subject the chat to privilege but fails due to state boundaries. I do know who's running our department this week. So, I just generally annoyed. And like the stuff I'm working on this week, I have an exhibit to put together. I'm putting together an exhibit. I don't have a title for it yet. I haven't figured out a cohesive title yet. But in like from the 30s to the 70s, there were two organizations that brought in or performed classical music in Blacksburg. So the one that brought in music would bring international groups like the Berlin Philharmonic, the London Philharmonic, etc. They would bring them into town. The one that performed stuff, kind of their biggest ever productions were Pirates of Penzance and the Mikado. And so I've got those. And then I've got like the Virginia Tech Glee Club, and I've got sheet music for the fight song, and I've got just generally music associated with Virginia Tech. And I haven't figured out yet what I'm going to call it. I'm probably going to separate them because I have two spaces to fill and do kind of two separate exhibits. But yeah, it's just going to be music. I'm didn't know what to do. So I was like, hey, we got music stuff. I'm going to do music. So I have to come up with a title and find something that's good for an image for the poster. But so that's going up this week. And then I have to finish my dossier so that I can keep my job. And that's due Friday. And I think I'm like halfway done. There are like 8 different components that I have to get put together. I've got 4 of them done. So should be able to finish it. So just a little bit of stress this week, but it's okay. It also means this is the first time that I'm streaming after working a full day on site. Because I've been working full days nonstop. I never stopped working full days. I was just working from this chair here. So this is the first time where I commuted to work, worked there, commuted back, and I'm streaming. I think it's going well. Anyway. Wait. Must have had something in your eye for a second. Oh, the winks? Oh, gotcha. Anyway. After work, we got in the car and went to grab dinner so that I could eat something before streaming and then watching the punks. And so we went to a restaurant called the Himalayan Curry Cafe, which was the first restaurant that my husband and I went to in Blacksburg back in 2015 when we were on our house hunting trip here. And back then it was $5.25 for a plate of rice and curry. Their price today is $8, which is still amazingly cheap for the amount of rice and curry that you get. And it's a really, really delicious restaurant. And because of the construction around town, I had to go down past the duck pond, and driving down the road that I had to go on, we were stopped for about 10 minutes because there was a seemingly endless line of geese crossing the road. Single file, just walking really slowly. And they were going from one pond to another, and it was just this never-ending line of geese just walking across the road, fully stopping traffic, and it was amazing. The chaos geese made me slow down. So that was kind of fun. March of the Geese, yes. Yeah, so anyway, tonight we're going to be playing Riven. I hope that we will make progress. I think we ended last week by finding the grid with the marbles. Marbles or beads or whatever we're going to call them. And so I need to go back and look at the map, and then I have to figure out how to figure out which color marble goes where. I kind of understand how the map is supposed to work. I just didn't I had made notes, but they weren't detailed enough. So I need to do more detailed notes on the map. And then I have to figure out colors. And since they associate with the little dome thingies, I guess I should maybe look at those again. Maybe that will give me something. I don't know. So that's the plan tonight. That, and then after the stream, we will end with a raid over to Q Times for Clear Skies, because it's Monday night, and that means Star Trek RPG time with the stream punks. So that's the plan. That said, I have yet to actually open Riven, so let me do that. Riven, the sequel to Myst. Okay, and then let me switch to full screen game. Should lose the music, and hopefully it will find the game here in just one moment. There we go. Sends out the game hunting party. For some reason, Riven doesn't like to, pop in very quickly. Alright, and I think I got the camera situated okay. So yellow. So yellow. This to that. And elk and boar? Oh, gosh. Game hunt. Somebody drop some speak attack emotes in the chat. That one hurt. Okay, we got sound, apparently. Pun fine. Yes. That is a 3, right? AI is 3. I'm just gonna be looking at everything again. I think there are more of these eyes that I have not found yet. So if anybody has thoughts on where I should be looking for them, I will happily accept your thoughts, because I feel like there are more of them that I should have found. And yet, I have not. Let's see here. Hi, J2 Trumpet, welcome! Thank you very much. I think I have a good sense of what I'm trying to do today, but if I do get stuck, I have no qualms about asking for hints. So welcome in. We just found the grid with all of the marbles, and I need to figure out. I need to record more detail on the observations that I have done for relevant things. So that is one of the things that I need to do. I also am looking for those eyes, because I realized that they all make different noises, and I never wrote down what those noises were. So Kira, are you sure Fogburner is not already a drink? Also, wow, in this view my screen really looks yellow. It's ridiculous that I had to go that yellow to get the shirt to actually show up as the proper color of purple. So we're just starting today by wandering around and looking at everything again. And I'm going slower because I kept walking past levers and doorways. but food and drink history. That's work that you actually enjoy. Sorry, I will behave and not distract you from the work that you are trying to do, whatever it may be. I mean, we've been here a number of times. I don't see one of the little eyes. Someone made a drink called Fogburner as an homage to San Francisco. Yes! Yeah, J2 Trumpet, last week, somebody was watching and let me know that I had been zooming past a switch in a doorway that I walked past it like 5 or 6 times trying to figure out how to, like, what I was supposed to do next. So doesn't mean you can't make a better one. Really feel like there should be a way to open this from this side. Apparently I had to click at exactly the right spot. Because apparently there is a way to open it from this side. Which honestly makes a ton of sense. I couldn't figure out why they would make it so it only opened from one side. But man, if I had discovered that switch a long time ago... I would have saved so much time. I think we've done this dance before. Oh, look. I start you. Alright. Try and pay attention to everything. Yellow. Is that yellow? I think that's yellow. We're in the Tree People village. Hi, Hannah! How are you? How was your first day back? Tree Island. Yellow? Question mark? Because when it cycles through the eyes, it flashes yellow. So maybe that tells me which... I don't know. Are we up or down? I can't even tell at this point. Ah! Am I back? Okay, good. Hopefully it stays? I don't know what's going on. Hannah, thank you for the 100 face bits. Uh-oh. Now I'm breaking everything. I'm clicking on buttons and it's doing bad things to me. There. Okay. Kira, stop interrupting the internet! Although I know it's absolutely not you. It's just Chantel. And the inconsistency of internet in semi-rural America. I have decent internet service when it works. Ought to be another of... I don't know. Maybe there's not. Those eyes at? I've only seen like 3 of them. How can I be back showing the front? Not a machine. Welcome. How are you? Don't do anything, do they? I've already been in here multiple times. I don't think there's anything else I need from here. But I have to sit in the chair to get out. Okay. We're wandering through the island somewhat slower than normal today. Because I kept walking past switches last week. gonna... Oh, this is the tree island, Hannah. Not a machine. I also just had dinner. I had curry from a restaurant called the Himalayan Curry Cafe. Had sweet and spicy pork curry. And it was very good. Oh, head itches. Sorry. Yeah, this is the tree island that has the village on it. Your lordship, did the day end up dragging for you? You have a video of a beetle. Oh, I'm sorry. The day dragged for me too, but you knew that already because when you posted in the Discord about the day dragging, I commented on the fact that it was already dragging for me. Lovely video of a beetle. There's definitely some frogs in here. Flies, lots of noise. You had spaghetti and meatballs and some salad. That sounds good. And corn on the cob and some kind of chicken. No idea if it was good or not, because you still can't taste anything. I'm so sorry. Kira, eat food. Maintain the corporeal form. Late era dinosaur. I mean, yes, there are probably some late era dinosaurs. No, don't eat the burbs! Unless you have chicken or turkey or partridge or... Honestly, there are a lot of kinds of birds that we... I never tried clicking on the beetle before. My husband was mentioning somebody who had been posting or talking about their experience not having a sense of taste. And this was somebody who just didn't have a sense of taste. It wasn't like COVID related. And they were describing their experience with different kinds of foods. And apparently their comment about cereal was that it's like shards. Like everything is textural without taste. And so it's just texture only. Leftover dry rubbed pork chop with barbecue sauce. I am certain many people would find that absolutely delicious. That's my way of saying it's not really something that I would tend to eat, but I hear it's good. It's somewhat too messy for me, which has transformed into, I don't really eat a lot of barbecue, but I think I mentioned that on one of my backyard grilling streams. Leftover salmon with ginger scallion rice and miso apricot sauce. I love fish. Salmon's not my favorite fish, but it is one of the more ubiquitous ones that's easy to get. Now you're getting hungry again. I'm sorry. I do love some nicely cooked fish. The only ones that I tend not to get like apex predator fish because they're generally not great for you. They tend to have a lot of mercury in them, and they're not sustainably farmed usually. So like I don't go for like buying like swordfish or stuff like that. But honestly, we didn't manage to go grocery shopping, so I had to go out and grab food for lunch today, and I ended up at McDonald's for a fish sandwich. The McDonald's fish is Alaskan pollock. Not the greatest, but it's also not bad. And it is supposed to be sustainably farmed Alaskan pollock. I think. Either that or it's wild caught. I don't remember. Yes, shellfishes and mollusks. I mean, I have not had nearly enough crayfish or crawfish since moving back to Virginia. I need to get on that because that was something that was not available when I lived in Minnesota. Wandering around. Wish I knew where all these eyes were. I wish I knew what I was supposed to do with this stuff. There's got to be a reason for it. There doesn't have to be any reason for it. It might just be there. But, like, I can click into the, like, fire grate. There's gotta be a reason for that, hasn't there? Wait, I can look up here? Why can I look up here? The hard part of seafood is that you see the food and you eat it. So if you're on a diet, it's rather hard. Not where I want to be. The bones? Oh. Bones. Bones in food is an issue. I prefer the boneless chicken. I prefer things that somebody else has already taken the bones out of. We have a Chinese restaurant here that has some amazing dishes, and they have some great frog dishes. Frog dishes, there's so many bones. Don't break the stream. Wait, did I lock it? Don't see an eye in here. We're taking the long way to the map island. Actually, there's just a lot of Tree Island to explore, because this is all still Tree Island. Still have no idea if we're supposed to do anything down here. I tend to think we're not. I think that was just meant to confuse you and make you think it was a dead end. Because you were supposed to open this door. We're in this place with all the aminals. Don't know what aminals we're supposed to do. Clearly there's something about this room. Just don't know what yet. Okay. Stone wall open. Stone wall closed. Okay. Here today. Go say hi to the little dinosaurs on the beach. Somehow. Don't remember how we get to them. Oh yeah. Hello, beach dinosaurs. This is another one of those places where I feel like there's got to be something that I'm missing. Got to be more on this screen that I have not found. Like, this seems like the perfect place for one of those eyes to be. And yet, don't see one anywhere. Oh my gosh! There is one! Okay, that was the noise those creatures just made, isn't it? And we've got... five? What did we call those? Birdfish, anteater, leafcutter, rabbit, hippo, seagull, stork, cybernetic crab, moose, alligator, Loki, pelican, big mouth, tiny legs, triangle fish, anteater, frog, grasshopper, axehead fish, sitting anteater, flamingo, turtle bird, swimming frog, eye-head frog, seal, elephant, sebastian. I don't know what we called it. That's okay. I have made a note of what sound plays when I spin this eye. Hey, that's 4 eyes we've found. Everything on this island is in 5s, so there's gotta be one more somewhere. That one was really well hidden. I did not see that one. feel like I have to turn and look, just in case, so I don't miss anything. This one is 2, and that is most definitely the sound that the flying beetle made. Can't believe it took me so long to figure out that these had animal noises associated with them. Alright. Still don't know why we can fill this with water. Like, what the purpose of that is. Oh my gosh. Look at the shape of the water. It's like a beetle. I cannot believe that it has taken this long for me to catch some of these clues. No, wait. I absolutely can. Alright. I go down from here. Shape of the water's the shape of a creature. Yeah, I just didn't know what creature, but it's most definitely a side-on view of a beetle, which is the noise that it plays, is the flying beetle. Question is, have we missed some place on the tour of the on the submarine tour of this island? If we missed a place, that could be where the last eye is. Because I found 4 eyes. Gotta be a 5th one. 5 is such a magical number here. So, where have we been? We've been to the switches. We've been to the schoolroom. We've been to the prison. Wonder what other places there might be. Alright, so this one is a dead end. So to get back on the path after this, we'll go back down, turn around, and then go left. Or at least we will try to. Alright, so this is the control panel. Can't do anything but go up. Looking for an eye. Don't see one. Don't see one. Alright, so we started... Where did we start? We started here. And then we rode... there? No. We were here, and then we came this way. What's in that pot? How does one get to that pot? There's the schoolroom. What's over here? Is it even possible to get to these two? Do not know the answers to these questions. I know we can get to the schoolroom. I know we can get here. I know we can get here. I know we can get over here. What are these two spots? Huh. I don't see an eye here. I found 4. Yeah, there's spots that I have not been to. Well. Forward from here. Takes us down into the water. If I go forward and left from here, it'll go to the schoolroom, won't it? Maybe there's a switch I need to switch on the switchy switches to make the tracks switch or something. Maybe I'm obsessing over spots that I haven't been to that I don't even need to care about. Who knows? But yeah, those two spots. No, this spot and this spot I have not been to. That spot is the one that goes up with the ladder. Can't even see it. It's got to be there for a reason. Unless it's not. I feel like there should be one of the eyes in here somewhere, but I have never seen one in. Oh yeah. I completely forgot about this! He's creepy. Alright. Chalkboard. Learned our numbers here. I don't see anything else really. Okay. Going to discover. That is a thing. Don't think I can go forward from here. I think we are stopped. Indeed. Onward! Through the underwater! Okay. I actually want to go back to the switches for a second and see if manipulating them changes the tracks at all, because I don't remember what they did. I just remember we switched them all on. Alright. Guess we have arrived. You can let me out. Let me out! Alright. Up the ladder, please. And then up the ladder to the roof. Not really. That has no effect that I'm aware of. I'm gonna flip them all. I don't remember what these things do! Doesn't seem to have made any changes. Is it not possible to go there? Is there just no way to get there? For some reason I thought that these switched the tracks somehow. I don't remember what they do at all. I have climbed through a ventilation shaft. Not on this island, but I have climbed through a ventilation shaft. Huh. Now I guess there's another spot right here in the center that I also don't seem to get to. I mean, I also don't know what good it would do me to get to either of these two spots. This one is up against the wall. There doesn't seem to be anything over there. So maybe it doesn't matter. Who knows? I do not. Oh, I have to turn around. don't believe there's an eye near the base of the prison. Somebody hinted to me last time that all of them should be on this island. So I kind of just want to find them all. Alright. Up the tracks! Up the tracks! I like this machine, it's just really noisy. Okay. Yeah, the track goes there, that's where the ladder is. The other one just seems to be an empty. That was an interesting noise. Oh yeah, that's what the switches did. It was like bridges or something, I think. I don't know, don't quote me on it. I could always go back and look at my own VODs and then I would know. Well, that was a sound. Let's move onward from here. Got to be something I'm missing. If I continue forward and to the left, where do I end up? I think this is back where we started. Indeed. Indeed it is. I go back. I think it just drops me over there. The other direction. Let's go and try, shall we? Is something weird happening, Kira? Can't get out here. Okay. I was like, I didn't think that I had seen anything wonky happening in chat. You moved your mouse too far from your laptop screen and accidentally clicked on the tool in the mod view. Accidentally keeping the community safe from outside trolls, I suppose, can be forgiven. Alright. I really have absolutely no idea if there are more eyes. I don't know where to look for them. Also, I don't remember where eye number 1 was. I know I've seen it because I have it written down. I don't know where I saw it. Oh, no. It was in the guy's workshop. Alright. Unless somebody has a thought, I'm just gonna move on for now. Because looking for the eyes was not the intent of today's stream anyway. Oh, there are only 4 of them to find? Sneaky, sneaky game. Telling me that there should be 5, like 5 is an important number. And then only having 4 of something. Yeah, no, I've only found 4. I am missing number 4. If you give me a general... If you can give me a hint as to where on the island I should be looking for it, I'm happy to go and explore on my own. I just don't know where I might have missed it. I feel like I've been running in circles visiting everywhere on the island already and still have not found it. But also really confident it's supposed to be on this island somewhere. No. Go back. Looked like a thing to pull. Apparently not. So the ones that I have found, among luminescent mushrooms, I have not found one in the luminescent mushrooms. Let me go back there. Near where creatures are sunning themselves? Near luminescent mushroom. Okay. Well, no, Number 5 I found near where the creatures are sunning themselves. I haven't found one near the mushrooms. Oh my gosh! Found it! How was I supposed to find that? Apparently they're all marked with these, or... That is an interesting sound. Like a pig or something. And that'll be number 4. Is it a hippo? Aww. I have no idea what animal sound that is. I'm gonna say hippo, goose, or seal? Question mark? Yeah, I found all 5. I have sounds associated with all of them except 1. Don't have the sound from number 1. How easiest way to get to where number 1 is. Thank you for figuring out where I needed to look. That one was well hidden. Each one represents an animal going from smallest to largest. Okay. So something smaller than a beetle? I'm still gonna go and look at number 1 again because I think there was writing next to it that might give me a hint as to what the animal is. Because number 1 isn't actually where it's supposed to be. It was taken by the bad guy. Name I have forgotten. In the doors. While we're here, let's find out what color is here. Nope. Wrong way. Want to go in here. Hi, Parker. Going okay. I've seen all 5 of the wooden eyes now. And I'm looking to see... I was concerned with shutting these off before, and I totally missed the fact that they flash a color! Orange? Where did I write down that note? What island am I on? I don't know what this island is. This is... I'm just gonna call it Generator Island. I don't know what it's actually called. Orange? Okay. We can turn you off again now. Crater Island. Alright. The last island we were on was I was calling it Tree Island because I didn't know what it was called either. Just going back to look at for one. Right, that's number one. Don't have a sound, but what does this say? While monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating but anchored near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently, and quite mysteriously, been replaced with a new one overnight. Long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. That one was out in the water. Makes me think... Alright. Should we go and try the animal puzzle? I think I have all of the pieces. We shall see. I mean, I have all of the pieces. It's just figuring out which image goes with what. Oops. Does me no good to get back in there. To go here. Come on. That's what I want. If I end up needing it. If I've seen shapes. So I did figure out like the water at number 2 is the shape of a friggin' beetle. I have no idea though. Number 4. It's such a weird noise. So number 1 was out at sea. So I think this is number 1. Number 2, I believe, is the grasshopper. Number 3... No, number 3 is the grasshopper. 2 is the beetle. I don't know what I called the beetle, but... The tunnel entrance near number 2 makes a shape framing the wall with the eye. Wait, the tunnel entrance near number 3. Number 3 is not here. Yes, that's number 3. The tunnel entrance is a shape framing the wall. So, like, this shape? It's a frog. One more step. One more step back. Oh my gosh, that is awesome! I'm drawing it now. Just because. That is so cool! I mean, my drawing is going to be very bad, but but I have drawn it. All right, so 5 is the 2 is the beetle I had drawn. Uh, 4. 4, I don't know. 4 doesn't have an animal shape around it. 4, such a unique sound. And then 1. What is 1? Because 1 didn't have a sound. It just said it was out at sea. There's a way to hear the sound? Well, I have thoughts on what 4 is. Oh. We might just guess. If you sneak up on the sunning creatures slowly, that's the sound. So 4 is the sound of the sunning creatures. So then it's really just number 1 that is the problem. Number 1 was out at sea. There's fish. That would make sense. There's a seagull. Probably not it. There's fish. Another fish. Deal. In the water by the village. Not gonna be a hummingbird. Could be this. Fishy. So this is number 5. Grab it. Use the scope in his survey room. I think I know where that is. I will look. That is a good hint. If I've correctly interpreted where his survey room is. I think I have. How do I found this today. Oh, it's not the one on this island? It's the underwater thing? Yeah, this is still the way to go. I just didn't know of a way in from this side before, and I was like, there's gotta be a way, and I finally clicked in the right spot. Alright. So close. Alright. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. The first time I've come this way on that one. So if I go, is it this way? Oh! I didn't realize that there was a light that you would see. I mean, it makes sense that there would be a visual hint, but I have been zooming around this island way too fast. Yeah, this is not it. Hello, whale! That is the noise that number 5 makes. Oh, yes, there is another scope. And it has the one that looks at the village. That does make sense. Oh, it's the little triangle fish. The whale creature eats prisoners. Number one. If I wasn't specifically looking for a sea creature, I never would have noticed that shadow looked like a fish. And the eye of it right there, maybe? That is so subtle. Alright. Let's go put them into the puzzle. Truth is in the eye of the fish. What island are we on? Is this the mapping island? Should I stop and look at the maps before we do this? Actually, while I'm on this island, I'm going to delay. We're going up. Because I have another color to note. And I still need to look at the maps. You only recently noticed the triangle fish. In reading the note and saying that he had found it near, like, that it had been in the water, I assumed it was out on the shore, not the water in the village. I never would have thought to look at the water in the village for that. Button should turn that around for me. Button, button. You knew about the fish-shaped cave entrance, but never noticed fish hanging up it in the village. Turn this vehicle around. I mean, the clues are there. They're always there. You just have to know what to look for and know and like search for them, which is great. But at the same time, it can get super frustrating when you're just not seeing the things that you need to see. Or like when I was like, I knew that the things needed to slide, I didn't realize I had to slide them one at a time. And it was just that one little piece that was blocking me from advancing on that. Triangle fish, triangle fish, triangle fish hates particle fish. Kira, that's perfection. grew up with the Animaniacs. How was I not gonna get it? Also, my husband is a huge They Might Be Giants fan. So, oh, this one is broken. I don't think I get to have the color on this one. Melba! No! Spiderfish does whatever a spiderfish does. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 6 months, Melba. Have I tried looking at it? You mean at the dome itself? Yeah, spiderfish sounds terrifying. Ah. But I thought I already had a yellow one. And that looks yellow. Uh-oh. No, but the one on Generator Island was orange. Rat. No! Kira, stop making it so that the spiderfish can live! I blame you. I blame you for the living spiderfish. Alright, we're on Tiny One Square Island. We have Rid. I'm going to draw. This scope with the eye symbols underwater, you mean? I know they have colors, but I don't know which island they look at. Is there a different eye symbol that is colored in on the spinny domes? Is that what's telling me? Ah. Oh. Oh. That makes too much sense. Alright, so second row. First square. Every dome has a specific symbol. That is detail that I was looking for other detail, and that is different detail, and arrgh. Here, everything is your fault, yes. This one appears to be the closed eye. Kind of hard to see. But if I open the dome, I won't be able to see it at all. Closed eye is orange. Well, at least I haven't gone running around and looking at all 5 of them yet. Alright. So I've noted where... So many details. Nope. Wrong place. Go over here, switch this. Because I did not have sufficient detail on my map of the maps. So now I will. This time around. Okay. I know it was in this quadrant. Alright, so it's in the first row. In the top grid point. This is what we actually started out the stream saying that we were going to do. And then we started looking at the eyes and the spinning domes and doing all sorts of other things instead. Hat trick? Been a while since somebody requested that. Dealer's choice. Okay. I haven't worn this one in a while. Stop coming up with plans. Plans? I will switch screens for 1 second and show you. I should do it. Supposed to do it before switching the hats. But anyway, I have switched to... I don't actually know the name of this style of hat. I don't know why I have it either. I've just had it for a long time. It usually sits hanging up. But now it's on my head, where you can see it. With my overly yellow screen, because otherwise my shirt is not purple. White balance. Recognize that my shirt is purple, so I don't have to be yellow. Please, white balance. Anyway. In unicorns and the color purple. It's similar to a fedora. It's not exactly a fedora. I don't know. It's a very 1990s, like, bro hat. From, like, a specific kind of bro who, like, was into jazz music in the 90s. That's what this hat is. Thank you for redeeming a hydrate, Kira. A trilby. Yes, thank you, Parker. I don't know why I have it. I just do. Okay. We're gonna go back to this game screen. Once, Streamlabs, there we go. Brooklyn hipster, being from New York, you know. Yes, Indiana Jones wears a fedora. And I have had fedoras before, because I was in drama club in high school. Alright, I know it's in this quadrant. So first row, second from the bottom. And so in high school, one of the plays that we did when I was in high school was Guys and Dolls. So I had a fedora from that. But yeah, I basically never wear the trilby. It usually just hangs up. I bought it I bought it sometime in 2000, the 2000s, and I don't remember specifically why. And then just basically never wore it. And it just kind of sat in my closet forever. It's a well-made trilby. I think I got it at like Dillard's or something, which is a department store that I believe started in the southeast U.S., but is my experience with Dillard's is all from the Midwest. I think it's this quadrant. Looks like it's row 4. Second line. One more. One more island to scrutinize. You have a fuzzy blue fez with a patch design of a tardigrade. That is awesome! I don't have a fez. That may be something that I need to get eventually. Just because when somebody does hat trick, I change my hats. I have a lot of flat caps, like what I was wearing before, which is technically a 6-panel duckbill ivy flat cap, which is my favorite style. I feel the most comfortable in the 6-panel duckbill ivy. All right, so first row. Is that 2 or 3? I think that's 3. Maybe it's 2? Alright, so 1 is here. 2, or 5, 4, 3, 2. First row, number 2. The tardigrade is wearing a fez and putting up his forelimbs from Parker, that is amazing! That is such an awesome hat! Dillard's is Little Rock, Arkansas, and have over 250 stores. The first time I ever saw a Dillard's was in Coralville, Iowa. That was not the one where I got this hat, though. This hat is from a Dillard's in Columbus, Ohio. Come on. Break, damn you, break. There we go. I can't believe. Can't believe I was looking at that all wrong this whole time. I mean, I can. Alright, let's go down. I have map. I have map. Grid with circles. More grid with circles. I know where they go. Now I just have to get the colors for them, and we have the sounds for, or the creatures for the creature puzzle. I think we're doing good. Right in this. The Outlet Mall, yes, in Coralville. You've never stopped in Coralville. I lived in Coralville for a while. The apartments I lived in are no longer there. There's like an Outback Steakhouse or something where my apartment was before. Which puzzle will I solve first? I think I want to do the animals one first, because I'm most curious about that one. Does it matter? It probably matters. Honestly, I'm curious about all of them. So if I do the puzzle with the marbles, that gives me access to all of those linking books that are in the dome. But I don't know what I get if I do the animal puzzle. The dome on this island. I know where it is. Yeah. That would make sense, Hannah. It only changes a little dialogue. That's good to know. Okay. Down the stairs. Turn this thing back on. I need to know. Oh, forgot. Close the door. I actually worked at that mall for a while. I was at, when I first started working there, I was going in the mornings to scoop cookies at the Great American Cookie Company. I ended up with calluses on my hand from rubbing an ice cream scoop against it to flatten off the portions of cookie dough. And I used to decorate the cookie cakes there. And then in the afternoons, I worked at the Disney store. Alright, so the one that flashes is straight up and down line. And then later I worked at Old Navy. Alright, so this is... Which island am I on? Okay, this is Crater Island, and it's the one with the straight up and down line, which was no light. So I think that would be the pink or purple. Whatever color that is. Right. Yeah, to me it looked kind of pinkish. But regardless, it's that one. It's the one that wasn't one of the lights downstairs. Go here. And up the ladder. Yeah, the one with the broken light. We have Tree Island, Generator Island, Map Island. What are the other islands? There's Giant Dome Island and Temple Island. I think that's Giant Dome Island. What's the other one? What's the fifth one? Oh, the one that I haven't seen. Okay. But I have access to all 5 domes, don't I? Are there 5 domes? I don't remember. Maybe I've only found 4 domes. Oh, there was a hole that I didn't see a dome at. Where I want to go. Don't know. Hole is on Crater Island. Sound your alarm. Get out of the way. I don't think that's the direction I wanted to go anyway. I think I wanted to go the other way. The island I haven't been to looks very different from any other island. Okay. This is not the way I wanted to go. I was at least correct in that this was not the way that I wanted to go. Let's go that way first. And look at the dome and get the color. Into the mouth! I love this little elevator. Creepy and rickety as it is, I love this little elevator. All right, forward. This way. Figure out which eye shape this one is. That did I? Okay, so that's a partially closed with the line going up and down, which is red. Okay, so red for this one. So that just leaves the Dome Island that we don't have that information from. But before we go there, since we're on this one, I say we go and do the animals. Might as well. We have a half hour left. Okay. And actually, before I do that, I do need to take like just 2 minutes and run to the restroom. So I'm going to do that. And if you need to take a quick break, take a quick break yourself. I will be right back. I'm back! I'm glad to see that there was good music while I was gone. Okay. Let's go do this animal puzzle. Doop, 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 doop. This way? I think. Yes. Hannah, thank you for the 100 face bits. I was like, I could try and hold it, but then also, like, it was another half hour, and it was already uncomfortable, so I was just like, nope. I should just take the couple minutes that it'll take for me to go, and then come back, and I'll have a much better end of stream. You've never seen a torpedo bop? I'm sure it's awesome, especially when it's a Mark 20. Sorry, a Mark 25. Oh! Anonymous, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Parker Solemnsiever. Or as I called him last week, Parker Problem Solver. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Alright, so triangle fishes first. Wherever it is to be found. Oh no, Melva, thank you for the 100 bits. You've attracted a train. There's now a train active in the channel. Thank you so much. I think this is number 1. I'm gonna keep doing the puzzle because we only have a limited time. And Portico, 250 bits. Thank you. Also, I don't know if you saw, there's new goal because this is new month. It's August. August attacks. You all are attacking me with bits. Oh, Lord Portico, don't worry about it. Beetle for number 2. It is absolutely amazing whatever anybody does, even if it's just showing up and lurking in the on the stream. Like, you don't have to chat. Just having people here hanging out is amazing and absolutely 100% appreciated. Don't know. Is that the frog? Might be the frog. I'm looking for the specific froggy. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Ooh, Anonymous, thank you for the 250 bits. And Hannah, 1,000 bits. You just took us past level 1 of the hype train. Thank you so much. Yeah, there are others that sort of resemble frogs, but not in the right pose. And Kira, 200 bits. Thank you so much. And another 50. Y'all, thank you. I'm looking for the pose. I'm trying to still play the game. That's not it. It has to be that one. This one. It's the only one in the right pose. I think. We're gonna try it. Okay, and then we have the little sunning creatures, whatever they looked like. This? That could be them. That's not them. That's not... That could be them too. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's this. I'm gonna try this. And then this. I got it! I think. There's a video playing. I may have done it. With lots of help from you. Generally not a great idea to store books underwater, but this is a burned book with a... That's from the cover. They have the bacteria that allow them to control the water. Is that back through the book? Hi. I think they just drugged me. Did they just drug me? I'm on a boat. No idea what he said. Yes. Very trippy. They're taking me on a trip. Well, we did the animal puzzle, and apparently the people here did not appreciate that. Okay. Okay. We might be in the prison now. We have a pole. Thank you, everybody. We completed a level 1 hype train, and we barely had people here. 1 sub and 1,950 bits. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're up in that little dome thingy? Because that is where we came in. Oh yeah, I'm just exploring. I wasn't sure if it was a door or a window. So I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Look like wasps now. Wait, Wait, is that Catherine? That's her name, right? Was that the person that we're here to save? Doesn't have to be. Just sort of the same silhouette. Well, she just mentioned Catherine. Okay, so Catherine sent her with, it looks like 2 books, and we were told, you decide. That's all the English that was included there. There's, everything else was in whatever tongue they speak that, we do not know. We were instructed to decide. Wait, where did they go? Oh. Oh. There was no English? Oh, it sounded like you decide. But anyway, whatever. I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could see anything. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil, which was slowly lifting. There was a violent clang. There was a violent clang and bars appeared. I remember breathing slowly and very deeply, tasting the familiar Riven air, not recognizing a thing. I must have been hit with the dart right away. I thought it was an insect bite at first. Trying to remember it all. But it's difficult. Maybe because of the drug? There was a voice. A man I did not recognize stood before me. Rivamir? Though he was wearing Denis dress. Good point to save the game. You're now to a point where you can get a game over. Okay, I will do so in a moment. He seemed to be talking to me, but the poison was already taking effect. A shadow crept in and I fell asleep. Then there were the many voices, but I understood none of them. Like hundreds of people whispering, I couldn't wake up. No matter, the dream did end, and now to be here with Etty? It's been so many years. Hi, Geek Outs! How are you today? I didn't realize how much I missed her. Like a piece of me that I had forgotten I'd lost. She's beautiful and so full of warmth, but the years have also left her with a wound which was not there when we were children. Do wish she were more interested. Hang on. I want to look at that, but in a second. It seems like I'm asking all the questions. It's awkward. No one asks me where I've been or what I've been doing. This hurts, but I understand it. Their beliefs are born out of ignorance and oppression. They are gentle people, but they've had their nest destroyed, and now they frantically cling to anything that might save them. But why have they chosen to cling to me? I'm confused. As a child, I always felt out of place here. I never belonged. They misunderstood me, and I couldn't relate to them. But now I'm overwhelmed by an intense feeling that I owe everything to them and this place. I thought I would never see them again, and yet I'm here. I've been given this second chance. But a second chance at what? Saving them? Fulfilling their prophecies? Being their savior? Drawing some eyes. The moiety, Atris, would want me to chronicle all that I've learned. I can at least record some of it. It seems that when Atris and I trapped Gen on Riven many years ago, our efforts were witnessed by most of the inhabitants here. 2 of the Rivenese even witnessed the confrontation with Gen at the fissure, where I linked back to Myst, and where Atris threw himself into the abyss. Of course, they understood little of what they were seeing, but they somehow were able to guess that we had won. That Gen was no god at all, but only a feeble impostor, a false god, and that we had trapped him here on Riven. I always hoped they would deduce this simple truth, but their further conclusions have astonished me. Atris had stripped Gen of his power, therefore Atris must be a true god. As a god, he was choosing me, the spiritual misfit from a Rivenese womb, to be his wife. I was transcending into deity and would lord over Riven forever. Thus the moiety, as they call themselves, were born. A dissident society, sworn enemies of Gen. I did not know of their beliefs regarding Atris and myself until 2 days ago. Etty was for some reason hesitant to tell me. I can't figure out why. I know she doesn't believe these things. Of course, everyone else assumed that I would be aware of my own god status, so they made no effort to inform me. I only realized it at a recent gathering to which I was invited. I sat at the front of a dimly lit and crowded cave as they told a mythical story of my own life, acting out the battle between Atris, myself, and Gen at the edge of the fissure. The events had been exaggerated into grandiose proportions. It was offensive, but I was unable to stop it. I was unable to break the illusion which is the very foundation of their hope and purpose, and which has given them courage to band together and rebel against Gen. Since then, I've learned of other doctrines and beliefs that have evolved, the most disturbing of which is the conviction that one day I would return to Riven to free them. Some believe that I will overthrow Gen. Others believe that I will bring them to paradise. I don't know how to deal with this. I fight myself. I love these people, my only real kindred. But they will not love me as an equal, which hurts me. I would rather be their slave than their master. Over the years, as Gen's power has become greater and greater, the moiety's numbers have grown, and they have become more and more adept at hiding themselves. They now live in a complex network of caves that he still has not discovered. The moiety, for the most part, have completely severed their relationship with any of the Rivenese that chose against joining them. But I hope they've not sacrificed ritual limbs in order to remove the cancer. Even father and an aunt are still on the surface in Gen's domains, and I long to see them. But a dimness shrouds Etty's face every time I've mentioned them. Since this break took place, they have interfered with the surface in superficial ways, occasionally sabotaging one of Gen's constructions or stealing food from the villagers. They wear strange masks and costumes during their short forays to the island's surface and take this regalia very seriously, refusing to be seen by anyone outside the moiety unless they are properly attired. They get much pleasure out of the fact that those on the surface are frightened by these costumes, calling them evil spirits or ghosts. It was during one of these expeditions that they fortuitously rescued me from one of Gen's guards when I first appeared on the islands. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have been delivered to Gen immediately. I've no doubt that he's now searching for me, Of course, I am now aware that I was fooled. Atris is not here. I was at first devastated by this realization. Now I am thankful he would be in extreme peril here. Also, there is a quiet inner voice, an echoing remnant that wants him far away. I have just witnessed an age dying, gasping its last breath. Today I ventured to the surface to see what has become of this island. I hoped it would not be as bad as the moiety had reported. It was worse. They had become slowly accustomed to its steady decay, but I was devastated. The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen words. Will fall cold breath. What? The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen words. Will fall cold breath. The womb from which the cry released has suffered hurt, will suffer death. That's a strange poem to happen there. Okay. To get to the surface, we had to travel through a complex series of doors and passages. Before the last of these doors, they offered me a weapon, which I accepted, and then a mask. I held the mask in my hands for a while, wondering what sort of terror it might invoke in those members of my family who still live on the surface. But I also knew I must keep my identity hidden from Gen's ever-vigilant eye, so I accepted it as well. Then together we swam a short expanse and emerged out of the surface of the ocean under a rocky overhang. The harsh sunlight made my eyes sting, but the fresh, rich air was exhilarating after these past weeks in the dark caves. The two men with me were silent, communicating only with hand signals. The three of us emerged from one hiding place and made our way to the top of the plateau. At the edge of a thick and overgrown area of the forest, they stopped, peered through the foliage for a moment, and then turned to me as if awaiting my command. But could not respond, in fact. I found it difficult to move. I was smelling, hearing, and breathing my youth. This swept over me in a matter of seconds, but in seconds more, all feeling was gone. There was numbness. We did not stay long on the surface, but it was long enough to see the worst. Riven, which was once one island, has split apart into 5 distinct pieces, about half a mile apart. 4 of these have been claimed by Gen as his exclusive domain. 1, his ministers and personal militia are ever allowed access to them. Or only his ministers and personal militia are ever allowed access to them. From my vantage point at the edge of the forest, I could see 3 of these islands. They are stripped of their former beauty and are riddled with Gen's self-absorbed constructions. The moiety rarely visit these closely guarded places. There's another island, which I could not see, as it had evidently crept away to a terrific distance. The moiety are very unclear as to what exists on this island, except for the fact that they know it is where the great tree used to exist. The forest is located on the island that the surface dwellers and the moiety still refer to as Riven, but they also still refer to their entire world as Riven. This island is where the village is, which has changed dramatically. It is also the one remaining province of the people, though Gen's influence can be seen everywhere. Stone. Riven. I don't know. Of course, I know the reason for the fracturing of the island. The moiety do not. Gen wrote this place, and it will die, as all of Gen's ages eventually die. I feel nothing today. I am nothing. I live in a cave on a dying world, inhabited by people that... They are treating me so strangely. They don't know how to relate to a god. Still an outcast here. They whisper amongst themselves, talking of my bravery during my excursion to the surface. How I walked across the island, bold and unafraid. They don't know me. Even Etty is uncomfortable around me. At times there is no awkwardness, and I am only Katran to her. But at other times I am something else. I'm afraid. There's such a gaunt numbness inside me. Today I do not feel closeness with my people, neither am I offended by their worship of me. I do not hate Gen. I don't feel anything. I'm not even sure of... Crossed out. At least Neela is still close. I am boiling. Gen is making and writing books. I wish they had told me sooner. Atris should have realized this would happen. Of course, Gen would have written all of the... Of course, Gen would have written all of the materials necessary to the Denis craft of making books into this age, and probably every other age he ever wrote. He is attempting to write his way out of here. We did not imprison him. We only delayed him. This age has become his factory, and the people are his machines, all laboring in his mad pursuit to become a god, to carry on his noble Denis cause. So far, he has not been able to produce a fully functional book. Atris has never believed in destiny, but I don't know what else to call it. It's too perfect. It's too much of a coincidence. They hang on my every word, though they do not understand them. I am their hope, and now I have returned. 1 second. Yep. I just saw the time. We are out of time for the stream. I do need to go ahead and raid over to Q Times. We'll start next time reading this journal. So I will go in, I'll save, and we'll start next Monday at 7 p.m. reading the journal. Let me go ahead and set up the raid real quick. Thank you everybody for coming by. We're going to go over to Q Times for Clear Skies, which is starting in just about a minute. Yeah, we'll start with that journal next week at 7 p.m. Otherwise, enjoy Clear Skies, and I'm live next on Wednesday for my archives stream at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for coming by, and I will see you next time.